Can a plain grocery store gluten-free flour mix make legit banana bread? For this video in my vegan banana bread recipe series, I chose this recipe. There are many of gluten-free ones, but I can't bake them all. This one uses normal pantry stuff. I can't wait to test it and try it, how it tastes. I'm following the Loopy Whisk recipe. That's a really cute name for a cooking website. So I'm following this recipe, but no nuts, no chocolate chips, base loaf only. Those were the rules that I established for this showdown. And I want to see if a straightforward gluten-free blend actually bakes like real banana bread. I'm keeping the mashed bananas slightly chunky for little banana pockets, but whisking enough to dissolve the sugar. Do not over-whip, air bubbles fake arise, and then they're gonna sink. I whisk the dry mix to break up the lumps. I heard that gluten-free flour, gluten-free blends are more prone to being clumpy. Fold just until you see no pockets of dry flour. Over-mixing develops no gluten here, but it does knock out the gas you need for that dough to rise. Level the corners so the center doesn't balloon and crack too aggressively. Middle rack, steady heat. If the top colors too fast, cover with foil near the end. I am checking for spring back in the center and clean or almost clean toothpick. Let it cool properly. It's kind of a part of a cooking process. Well, it definitely looks like banana bread and smells like banana bread, and I want to check how it tastes finally. So here it is in all its glory. I mean, it's quite impressive that this is a loaf, like it definitely looks like a loaf. I sliced it. It sliced all right. It was, what I noticed, it was maybe right away more crumbly than the other ones, for sure. But I guess that's expected from the gluten-free mix. But I mean, it smells amazing. I smell nutmeg. This one had, besides cinnamon, it also had nutmeg. And it's quite impressive that there is no wheat flour here, no eggs, no anything like that. And we still got ourselves this fine looking vegan banana bread. But of course the most important thing is how it tastes. And let me try it. What I have noticed about the texture, right away the batter, it was significantly more dense than all the other recipes. Some of them were like the batter was maybe a little bit more liquid, maybe less, but this one was much denser. And I think it really depends on the gluten-free blend, because some of them I imagine would absorb liquids more and some of them less. So that is probably why. If I do it next time, if I see that after I combined wet and dry ingredients and I see that the batter is too dry, I would try adding plant-based milk, tablespoon by tablespoon, just to, help with the consistency. Okay, I'm trying it. Well, interesting. So what is interesting is that, as I said, the batter was very dense, but the bread itself, it's not too dense, it's not chewy, It's kind of, you know, it's not super light, quite light, and I would say crumbly. There is a significant, very significant you know, difference in taste for sure. Well, I have to say that I unfortunately like it less than the previous recipes that I've tried. Like, I think that the fact that this is a gluten-free flour mix, yeah, makes it, well, I mean, obviously it makes a huge difference, and unfortunately I'm not a big fan of this difference. The texture, it's not moist, it's a little bit on the drier side, but I think maybe if I was adding ingredients as per, you know, per measurements in the recipe, but maybe if I added like a few tablespoons of plant-based milk, maybe it wasn't so dry. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really like it. It's not that it's not tasty, but you know, comparing to the other ones, it kind of doesn't impress me as much. But I mean, I just tried it to see what kind of bread I'm gonna end up with a gluten-free recipe. You know, if you have dietary restrictions and you can't, you know, eat gluten recipes, you know, it's wonderful that we have these options. It's wonderful and beautiful that we have these options, but if I have to choose, I would not choose that one. The sweetness, it's not overpoweringly sweet, and it is sweet, it's fine, totally fine. But again, I don't know why. I think like because of the different kind of flour, the sweetness and banana, they taste different here, just different. I'm always like kind of finding it hard to say something bad about the recipe. It's not bad, but if I have to compare, the crust is crusting, yeah. The crust is nice and crispy actually. Yeah, I like the crust. And I think if I were eating only gluten-free baked goods, I think I would be thrilled about this one, because it was not difficult to make, and as you can see, it has reason. It's a loaf, we can slice it, so everything is fine, absolutely fine. It just did not impress me, and I didn't like it as much as, for example, the previous one. I think it's really good if you only eat gluten-free, and it's kinda not really good if you compare it to wheat flour recipes. And I would just try different recipes in this series, so I'm just telling you my opinion, and it's just my opinion. So yeah, probably not gonna bake that one again. I really hope that maybe you have gluten-free vegan banana bread recipes, maybe that you can recommend to me, that you swear by, and maybe I can try them in the future. You know, I'm just interested in trying out different recipes. And I think this video concludes this series, and in the next video I'm just gonna tell you the summary of all the recipes of vegan banana bread that I have tried, and what I think about them and how I rank them. So don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye.